to be here today to not really say goodbye, but to say thank you to Jessie for the joy she's brought to us.
I said I wasn't going to cry, but I probably will.
Pastor Jessie, what can I say? What you have done for Fairmount has just been absolutely amazing.
So Jessie's amazing for a million reasons. Some of them are that she is one of the most gentle-spirited people I've ever worked with or known, who can also tell you what it is. If she wants to push back on something, she will, and she will challenge you in ways that are helpful and will help you grow. And I have been so blessed by that spirit of hers that both has strengthened and nurtured and encouraged and taught me, and also pushed me when I needed to be pushed.
I imagine it is not an easy thing to be an interim pastor. You come into a congregation that is maybe mourning a loss of the pastor they've had and they've known and they've loved, or trying to find what their next path forward will look like. I imagine that is a very hard thing to come into with kind of a monumental task ahead, right? You have to figure out what the next path is. You have to come up with that strategic plan. You have to do a lot of introspection. You have to convince a whole community of people that it's going to be okay, and that this is the path that God put before us, and this is the right path forward. Jessie did that for us at a time that I can't even imagine the scale of professional difficulty that brought. Our whole world is in transition. Our whole world is mourning the way things were, and having to find a new path forward, and having to do that in a time where it feels like we've lost so much, even though we know ahead of us everything is going to be okay.
I think what I appreciate most about Pastor Jessie has been her calm, centered nature and her disposition to always listen.
And the Bible studies she's led, and the opportunities to witness her ministry. It'll be with me, even though I'm an ancient soul.
Jessie did all of that for us as a church from an organizational perspective. She helped us find our path forward. She helped us find our feet. She put the light on, lit the way, helped us go forward. We have an amazing pastor coming in, and we are ready for that because of Jessie. But she did all of that in a time where we weren't just hurting because our church was in transition. We've been hurting because our whole lives have been in limbo. Our whole lives have been in transition.
Jessie, you have been the mother spiritual leader of our church. And I say that because it was a time where we needed stability, and you brought that to us. We also needed inspirational preaching, and you brought that to us.
She's a phenomenal preacher, as we all know, and she has a way of bringing warmth and sincerity and authenticity into everything that she does.
To interject humor along with scriptural knowledge and making it relevant to our lives as a church and as a community. So I think one thing I have learned from her is how to be a little bit more centered from time to time, and to listen for the calm.
When I think about Jessie, that's what I think about. I think about how much light she has brought us in such a dark time, and how with that light we have found our path forward.
You also brought a compassionate intellect to us. I think we are a better church for having you serve as our pastor. I think you also every week challenge us in your sermons to be better people, to be better Christians, to look beyond our walls and continue to reach out to those in need.
It's been, I'm sure, for you like forever, and for us a blink of an eye. But all of your wonderful words of wisdom and helping this church through this long period of pandemic, and then emerging from pandemic, and celebration with Reverend Ryan coming on board. Thank you so much for your service.
I'm excited about our future. I am so excited for the direction Fairmount is going. I am so excited for our journey. And I'm so glad that we have had Pastor Jessie holding us on the way.
And so I'm incredibly grateful that we got to borrow her for the time that we have. And I and a lot of others here are sending her our very best wishes as she encounters other flock members and ministers to them how she has ministered to us.
Knowing Jessie, her spirit is with you and you don't worry about separateness. So my wishes are for her and her family and 4 wonderful sons. And we look forward to hearing when she completes her doctorate so we can send her a big yay.
We're going to miss you. Please stay in touch. And we love you, Pastor Jessie.
She has been a fantastic addition to the staff, to the team, to the entire congregation, and we are forever grateful for the way in which she helped make this ridiculous time in the church's history, in the world's history. She helped make it better, and she helped make it full of the Spirit, and she helped us all to know that God was never going to leave us and was always there, ready to support and encourage and nurture us, just like she did and beyond.
I will forever be in your debt and gratitude for the time you spent with us and brought us together and helped us see brighter and better days.
She came in and she did all this hard work with us. And she loved us at the same time. She held us while we cried. She held the flashlights for us when we needed to know that there was light in the darkness.
Thank you, Pastor Jessie.